Okay, we're going to talk about augmented and diminished intervals, which are a little complicated and confusing, but hopefully these charts will help you along your way in understanding these. So, augmented and diminished is the next level that you can go of an interval. When we take a perfect interval and we raise it by a half step, that interval becomes augmented. If we take a perfect interval and then we lower it by a half step, so lowering one pitch, that becomes diminished. So I'm going to show you an example of that. So if we have a perfect interval, let's say we're in the key of G major, we'll have G and we'll do a perfect fifth, which will be D. Now if we wanted to augment this interval, what we would need to do is raise one of these, raise either the top pitch or lower the bottom pitch. This makes it a half step bigger. So I'm going to kind of do the simpler route, which is to just raise the top note. So this is an augmented perfect fifth. So G to D sharp. Now if we want to diminish this, what we need to do is we need to either lower the top pitch or raise the bottom pitch. So this would become D flat in that instance. Does that make sense? Okay. So for major and minor, it's a little bit more complicated. So you can't make a minor chord augmented right away. You first have to make it major and then you can make it augmented. Same with major. It can't go straight from being major into a diminished chord or a diminished interval. It has to be major, then minor, and then diminished. So let's take a major interval, for instance. We'll do, we're in the key of G. We'll use G and then we'll do a major third, which is B. To make that interval augmented, we either need to lower the bottom pitch or raise the top pitch by a half step. So I'm going to raise the top pitch, which will be B sharp. If we wanted to make this interval, so back to the major, if we wanted to make it minor, if you watched the major minor interval video, you know that you need to lower the top note or raise the bottom note. So we're going to lower the top note by a half step, which will become B flat. If we want to make this note diminished, all we need to do is lower it by another half step, so this would become B double flat.